What's up, y'all? Whew. So I am on LinkedIn. I have a group here. I won't say what kind of group it is because I want to protect everyone's privacy, which is why I have this note here. But it is 10,000 people in it. 25,000 people want to be a part of it. And it has been basically dead for 10 years. Now, let's talk about LinkedIn. I don't like LinkedIn. LinkedIn is very like, wah, there's no jobs, wah, there's no this, wah, I want it back the other way. And that's just my feed, right? My feed is not curated, and all I see is wah and wah and wah. And it's not to say there's not injustice, it's not to say that people aren't, shouldn't expect a easy or a certain formality with the job hunting process. But it's just like, I don't want to read about that while I'm trying to focus on my personal cash flow and me putting myself in a position to get a little part-time job. I'm trying to be a full-time trader, but I realize, especially in this economy, it doesn't have to be one or the other, right? You can have a little part-time job and then focus all your energy on passing prop firms or options or whatever. And so I want to do an experiment. I don't know if y'all believe in human design, but I am a generator. And that basically means, I don't know, because I'm still learning. But one part of, like, there's all these different profiles that go under. It's like it's like being a Capricorn, but your sun is in this house and your moon is in that house. And, I don't know nothing about that either. But I know that I do really well with experimenting and toggling and figuring things out, and just all of that kind of like tweaking things, getting better. That kind of feeds me. I learned, which is 100% true. So my goal with this series is, how the hell can I use this group to up my cash flow, right? Like, and this is a message for all of y'all. Your savings is not enough. I don't give a damn if you got 6 months, a year, 18 months. It's not enough, because we are in so much spiritual warfare. We're in so much we are experiencing tumultuous things, right? A lot of you are millennials, which means your parents are getting older. They may be sick, right? You're probably starting to bury your grandparents. So now you're dealing with mourning and grief. You probably are in a relationship you can't get out of because of the finances. So, now you stuck living with somebody you don't want to be with, but like you can't afford to move out, right? Like, it's just so many things happening for all of us. And some of y'all got all of it that I just listed. And so I think having exact cash flow and saying, okay, at least I have, is not enough. Like, you need to up your credit cards, you need to get personal loans, lines of credit. And this is not financial advice, but again, having limited cash flow or an exact cash flow, saying, okay, I got 10 grand, that's all I need, cool. No. Don't be like me. I had a nice little, oh, okay, I got this, and this gonna help me this. And yeah, that shit runs out. Cost of living's gone up. I was in the grocery store at Publix the other day, and I was like, I saw a little box of graham crackers. Very, I don't want to say famous, but very, what is the word? Not traditional, but a well-known brand of graham crackers, right? Not like a Honey Maid or anything like, not Keebler, but like like a circus brand. And I remember I was like, these used to be like 75 cents, and at Publix, now granted, I don't know the ounces, right? This may have a little bit more than the boxes that I've seen. These little small kind of kid-friendly, portion size boxes. I'm like, this shit used to be like 75 cents, and it was $3.29. And I'm like, that is a huge jump when you think about cost of living going up. Graham crackers for kids is like 5 times the price it used to be. Now, granted, this is not like when I was young. I'm not thinking about that pricing, but I'm like, the last time I looked at this when they tasted good was probably around 2019. So I'm like, damn, like that's a huge markup considering. I mean, what is graham crackers? A little sugar, a little flour, probably not even like the whole egg anymore, right? It's probably like some egg substitute, right? I'm like, for graham crackers, it should not be a 5x. Like, that's crazy. So that's my food for thought. Like, you should not have a limited cash flow. You should constantly be adding cash to your life every month, more cash. Even if you have a savings, an emergency savings, you should constantly be like, I started the month with zero, and by the end of the month, I added $300 more cash flow. And it's not. I'm not talking about like your personal job. I'm talking about like the extra job, right? The job number 2, number 3, the hobby, the flipping items on eBay, on marketplaces, flea markets. Like, you should constantly be adding more money because of cost of goods. But anyways, so let's get back to this. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell to do with this group. It's a professional group, so it's not like I can't say I'm like I can't solicit things. But I don't know anything about LinkedIn. Right now I don't like LinkedIn, and I got to figure out how to change my algo because I don't have a network. And that's also something that you should not have exact either. Like, I get it. It's so nice to be like, "Oh, I got my little few friends and that's it." No. Like, this is the world of like more is more. It's not to say that you will build the same type of closeness, but you just never know who's going to be the person you need for that next hellish problem that you're going to face. Like, you need to have a person you can call and be like, look, I hate to ask you, but and that's not just with money. This is anything. If you needed a place to stay for the night, if you needed like some groceries, if you just needed like a dog sitter, like just anything you may need in your lifetime, right? Like, I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, damn, the hurricane season is amongst us, right? It usually gets a little popping more so late August, September. So I'm like, fuck, like, make sure I have, make sure I have money saved for that. Cause I'm like, this may be they skipped us last year, but I'm like, this may be the year where shit gets a little crazy and I may need to drive 2 or 3 hours away to be in the Panhandle or Georgia or somewhere where I'm out of the way. So yeah, what the hell do I do with this? Like, my immediate things that I'm thinking as far as cash flow, right? I'm thinking like, okay, I need to fix my credit. It's dormant. I haven't built anything. I haven't authorized credit card, nothing. I have an LLC that needs like funding. I need to build the credit as well. I don't have any credit on this either. And then just, like I said, a little part-time work, a little freelance or a little contract position, something. Now, if I let everybody in this group, instantly, I'm at almost 40,000 people. And I'm sure I could be at more people if I was more active. But I don't want to just post like say this group was about pickleball. I don't want to just be like, oh, there's a pickleball tournament, or like, LeBron has like a pickleball team now. Like, I don't want it to be that. I want it to be something where professionals are like, oh, I want to be active because they're talking about things I care about. Except for like, I'm so boring and I only talk about stocks and futures and that's about it. So I don't even know, like, y'all gotta help me. Like, what the hell how do I engage these people? So I gotta figure that out because I don't know what to talk about. There's a guy now who just posts all his whereabouts. Like, he's like, oh, I went over here and there, and it's nice to see, but I'm like, that's not really what I want. Like, to me, that's more like a Facebook thing. Like, you want us to see that you was out at this bar or you were there. It's like, cool, but I personally don't want to come to the group to watch you do nothing. And he has no engagement, so clearly others don't care either. Because, I mean, again, like, this is not Facebook. But also, I don't want this to be about what I was just complaining about in the beginning, where it's like the injustice of AI and the injustice of the administration. And then, it's like there's a time and place for that. And I think there's enough groups that carry that type of venting or, strategic planning. But to me, I'm like, I want the group to be about things that could really help. Like, I would love to have like webinars, like, let's help people something, right? Grow their garden. Let's help people, like get their pantry together, get their extreme shopping needs, right? But then, like, is that what people want? So I don't know. I guess I gotta figure that out. But this is gonna be a new series because I can't leave this dormant. Like, if I'm gonna leave this dormant any longer, I need to just transfer to somebody else and hope that they have a better idea, because it's a real disservice to have that many people irritated with me. Like, I get messages like, "Hey, I'd like to be in this group. Like, how long until I'm added?" So I think I'm gonna just let all these people in, and I gotta figure out what the hell we're gonna talk about, because I think we can get the engagement up. It's just, what do we want to talk about? Because it is a particular group. It's not just a general, we all got a job. It's like, I don't know. I don't have a vision for it, but I keep coming back to it, and then months pass, and I'm like, crap, you got to get back to this. But now that I have this cash flow thing, that I'm like, okay, you cannot have exact cash flow. You need to have cash flow all the time. I could get sponsorships for the group. I could do sponsored posts, because, there's business owners in here. They can solicit their business, but I can only do that if there is activity. And right now, no one cares about this group. So, anyways, long story short, the first thing I'm going to do is let all these people in. Second thing I'm going to do is draft something with AI and see if we can get like some kind of plan where we could trial and error like something, and I'm going to document it, because I think there's a lot of groups on here that probably are great. So I don't know if I can show you guys going into the groups, because I don't know if people, like, I don't want people to be like, hey, I didn't want people to know that I was in that group, and then that's like, great, now I'm being sued because I didn't expose people in the group. Like, on the left side of this, which is why this note is here, is like people's faces. I'm like, okay, I don't want to expose it, and people be like, I was trying to keep that on the low, and now you got me on your YouTube channel. So anyways, wish me luck.